Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about different ways that you can strum a ukulele. I've gotten several questions about which is the best way. The truth is, whichever is most comfortable for you where you can still make the string sound, that is the best way, and it's different for everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through 3 different methods, and you can just mess around with them and see which you find to be the least awkward and one that works for you. The first way that I'm gonna show you is actually one that I never use, but I've seen a lot of people who do use it. They basically just use their thumb to strum down on the strings. You use that part of your thumb and go down. So if you're playing an A minor chord, and when they go back up, they use more of the back of their thumb with their nail. It's nothing more than that, just down. As you can see, I'm not very experienced with that one because I never use it when I'm playing. And if you're looking at it from an upward angle, it's gonna look something like this when you go down and then you come back up. It's gonna be like that. If you're doing up strums in your pattern, you're gonna do it more with the back, but it's also kind of the side too that I'm using to go up on it. Again, just experiment with that and see if you can find it to be comfortable. This next one is actually the way that I prefer. I strum with my index finger. At first, I thought that was so weird and I thought no one else did that, but I found it to be comfortable, so I did it, and that's just the one that I use now. So how I do this is I kind of curl my index finger and I go down on the strings. I'm almost using my nail. Actually, I am using more of my nail than the padded part. And then when I go back up, I use this part of my finger to go up. So if you're looking at it close, my finger is curled and I go down like that. And then I go back up like that. And my index finger is the only one that I'm using to strum the strings. My other ones are just kind of staying out of its way. And also kind of a variation of this certain method is you can use just the tip of your finger too and not even so much the nail. I find myself doing that sometimes. And then at some points, like the side of my finger or this side will get caught up in there while I'm strumming. I didn't expect this to be so hard to explain how to strum. It's such a simple question that seems like it would have such a simple answer, but it's actually kind of difficult. So there we go. At times I'm using my nail, and then at times when I go up, I'm using the tip of my finger or the front. So slowly it would look like that. All right, hopefully that made sense or helped you out in some shape or form. I hope, because if it didn't, then this video's a flop. I'm gonna show you one last way. This one is with a pick. I personally don't like the sound of the ukulele whenever I strum with the pick, but if you find it comfortable and you find that you like the sound, you go for it. And this is how I always hold my picks. There's several different ways you can hold your pick. Some people would say that this is the wrong way, but I've always held my pick like this when I play guitar. So just like this with my index finger and my thumb, I hold it in my hand. Sometimes I'll put my middle finger down too, just to give it more support. And then you're just gonna use your pick to strum down on the strings like that. So it'll kind of angle down as you strum. So there you have it. You have 3 different ways that you can try out. You can try to use your thumb, your index finger, or use the pick. Also, if you find a different way that you think works really well, go ahead and put it in the comments because it could help someone else out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload in the future. Don't forget to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and be a good person. I love y'all. Bye.